Well, there's only one song we want to start this episode off with. Welcome back to Where the Gentry Walk. Is this the best opportunity North End have had to escape this infernal league in ages? We've got no Leeds, we've got no Burnley. The parachute payment clubs are messing up left, right and centre. This could be our year. We'll get Etienne's view on all that in a second. We're, of course, talking about that win at Derby. And yes, Alfie Devine, just how good is he? And yeah, should we start saving our money now for him? Plus the bench. Many fans are saying this is our best bench that we've seen in 6 years at North End. Strength and depth, it's a good sign as well. Plus, which player deserves a lot more credit. Thank you very much for joining us. My name's Mark. I'm a neutral. We've got Etienne here as a Preston journalist. The whole team are out this week, so we've got a one-on-one with Etienne, which is great news. You can grill him on all his thoughts, as good or as bad as they may or may not be. If you can squeeze 15 minutes of a Preston North End podcast into your lives, you're very welcome. Please just press the subscribe button. We're just dropping in lots of tweets and lots of views and getting Etienne's view on it. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, Etienne, first of all, monkey off the back, a Saturday away win. How's that feel?
It's only taken a year and a half, but honestly, now it feels, now that we've finally got that win over line, and it's not like Derby's an easy place to go. They've got a great set of fans, fantastic stadium, and a really, a good core of a team. And we've managed to pull off a 1-0 victory there. It now feels like this season, it might not be a promotion season, but it could be our season in terms of finally restructuring, getting that football that we wanted, and maybe finishing top half.
Playoffs. Somebody I've seen somewhere, someone mentioned. We'll get that tweet going in a second. But let's run through what's happening so far. There's only Middlesbrough running away with it, and bear in mind that you were only a potentially dodgy decision away from beating Middlesbrough, which we need to. We've got no Burnley, we've got no Leeds, we've got Southampton, Ipswich, which are faltering already. We've got Sheffield United, which are imploding. We've got Leicester, who potentially going to get points deducted as well. This season does represent the best chance for teams like Preston, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think at the moment anybody can beat anybody, and we've seen that quite expansively throughout the league. Like none of the teams who have come down have had it easy. Southampton have had a way worse start than I thought. I, for some reason, thought they were top six. They're down towards the bottom. I was quite shocked by that, but Ipswich look a shell of themselves at the minute. Leicester, yeah, they've done well, but you'd expect that with a team like they've got, and they had a really poor summer as well. I did not like most of their signings. So if you're a championship club who are stable, you've got players who know how the system works, and you can pick up results consistently, this is your best chance at the minute, especially whilst these teams are faltering. If you can get 10 plus points on the board, you're going to be laughing at the end of the season.
Yeah. You're not just a little bit excited, though, that this could be North End's year?
Let's beat Bristol City first.
Okay. We'll of course talk about the return of Emil Riis as well this weekend and see what reception Etienne is going to be giving him. We'll stay tuned for that as well. So this is the quickest I've ever been comfortable within a group, says Alfie Devine. And yeah, Holly says Alfie Devine is some player. Right, talk me through his best qualities as a footballer then.
He's very calm on the ball. He's had a few loan spells where it's not gone the best for him, and then he went out to Belgium last year, and he's come back and he looks 10 times the player than he did at Plymouth 2 seasons ago. He just looks like he's matured. He's so creative. He isn't afraid to get the ball, take on players in the middle of the park, drive us forward, and then it's been a theme this season where I think we've got the most long out of box goals scored this season with 4, and he scored 2 of them. You feel like he can create something out of nothing. Same with Dobbin, and they're players we've been screaming out for, because last season we were so uncreative. I love Mads Frockyard, but sometimes he lacks that bit of star quality that Devine's got, and to have somebody who's willing to run as hard as he does, create as many chances as he does, it's kind of been that missing link all of a sudden, and now we just look a lot more competent going forward, especially in away matches. That's going to win his points single-handedly, just being able to have a shot from nowhere, hit the top corner and win games.
Charlie White says I'll pay for him. Louise says we just have to keep him. He's just a good knee slide as well, especially in wet conditions. Right then, oops, wrong button there. Everson, we must mention him because as much as the goal scoring and the attacking play is good, you've now finally got somebody in the sticks who, just if I was a defender in front of him, I'd be so reassured that he's behind me. God knows what they must have been thinking last year.
Yeah. Well, I think on my hand, I think I can count maybe just one goal that he really deserved to concede because that was Matt Targett finding the bottom corner. Whereas, like, if you think about the Portsmouth goal, you think about the QPR goal, that was an own goal. Portsmouth goal was a deflection. The second Middlesbrough goal was a deflection as well. I'm not trying to obviously discredit these teams scoring, but Everson has only really not saved one shot, if you get me. The rest of them, he's kept safe hands. Aguiman could have scored against us. He saved that shot very well. It was a low shot down to his left. So he's such a breath of fresh air compared to Woodman, where you never felt comfortable. You never felt comfortable when a ball was being shot at him from anywhere on the pitch. Whereas Everson, he just seems like a safe pair of hands who can keep the ball out of the net. And at the end of the day, even if he can't distribute, which he has improved on since his loan spell, I've got to give my hat off to him. But if you can have someone in the goal who's saving shots, this is going to sound so cliched. It's going to win you games because we can go away and be poor and lackluster and have one of those days, and I will still feel confident that we can come away with a 0-0 draw.
It's Champions League bench, wasn't he, the other night, Freddie Woodman as well? I saw that
right?
Yeah. So we are. Daniel Everson is the best thing to ever happen to this football club. Yeah, is he? I know we talk about Devine and with Dobbin, but is he the best summer signing?
Yeah, he's got to be. He's a fan favourite, and he's been sensational since he's come back. He doesn't seem like a player who didn't touch the football last year. He's come in, he's bedded in right away, and I think he knows he's going to be number one for the majority of his contract. So giving a player that confidence to shine after he's been tucked away in the reserves for 3 or 4 years now, that's exactly who you want in that, and he's certainly living up to the hype.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk about Reece in a second. Let's have a look at the bench quality, though. Many people pointed this out. I mean, this is the starting 11. Jay Green says that bench is one of the best we've had such a long time. Ian Cowell says that's got to be our strongest bench for about 6 years as well, if not longer. Yeah, if we look at it, yeah, Walton, Afire, Lindsay, Armstrong's not ready, not been brought on yet. Thadarsson, Foxjar, Jefferson, who have a divided opinion. Smith, yeah, that's if you look at your benches compared to this to last year, we were scrabbling around, weren't we, at times?
Yeah, that bench is it's obviously not the best quality bench you've ever seen. It isn't all the best players in the world, but it's positions that we need. If we need to rotate, we've got different kinds of players sat on the bench. For example, Armstrong is going to go and be a hard-working young midfielder. Darson can win that ball back and just calm down possession in the midfield. Players like Ofaya and Vucevic have things to play for. They're going to come on knowing if I get a good 20 minutes, say I get an assist or I keep a clean sheet, stop the opposition coming on, I'm going to be in the team next week, because at the moment they can't do that. And then you've got Jefferson, who he's such an awkward player. His profile is one of the weirdest I've ever seen. I can see why Watford fans hated him, but he's going to find that the back of the net, and I feel like after that he'll explode because he has got the physical qualities. He just still seems a bit raw. He seems a bit excited to get on the ball and then lose it immediately. And then Michael Smith is just a championship veteran, and having someone as experienced as that next to Jefferson, who still needs to learn his craft, them two, they'll bounce off each other. And especially when we've already got Dobbin and Osmaic starting, I think as a defender, you don't want to see Michael Smith then come on knowing you're about to get bullied for the last 20 minutes of a match. Yeah. So it's just, again, it's not the best bench in the world, but it suits our needs. And I feel like that strength and depth is something we've been missing. And I have to tip my hat off to Hecky.
Absolutely. And just look at your starting 11 as well. I've not really noticed it until obviously I think it's the best starting 11 you've had available to you all season. But if you keep Osmaic fit and obviously not suspended, that is going to cause some problems in the league, isn't it? this season. That starting 11.
Yeah, I saw a tweet. I think it was before the Middlesbrough game, saying it was one of the worst starting 11s in the league, and I just looked at it and went, how can you say that when they're all Championship players who have been in this league for some length of time? Because they know the league inside out. I feel like some teams make the mistake of buying too many foreign players or players who don't know the league, don't know the intensity, and try to make something happen. Like Middlesbrough, for example. Middlesbrough are fantastic, yes, but they put 2 players in that they signed from abroad in the first game, and those 2 players got absolutely bullied. Even Strelec couldn't really make anything happen. I think he's going to be insane. So I think we've been sensible with our recruitment, knowing that we haven't got a lot of money. We've been able to create a starting 11 that knows how to play the system that we need. Filled it with 2 creative, hungry players like Devine and like Dobbin, and we're going out to show everybody that we're a hard-working, resilient side that is going to be tough to beat. And I think, especially in a championship like this, where teams are trying new things, trying new recruitment areas, just staying domestic and staying with what we know might be a massive advantage.
Brilliant. We've also forgot to bring in these ones as well. PNE Dave points out, I'm wondering just how Potts and Thompson and Brady even get on the bench when they're fit. Yeah, the squad is absolutely unreal. Mustn't forget you've got players to come back as well, haven't you? Especially Potts.
I don't see how Potts, Thompson or Brady are going to make the squad at the minute without injuries. Keane as well. And then you've got Carroll and Felipe and Shea Reed who have all got to shine in the next couple of years or face the chopping block. So it is exciting. I definitely think there's still areas that we can improve, but whilst we're riding this wave, I'm not going to complain. Just keep picking up the wins.
Absolutely, yeah. And all those pundits that put Preston 22nd and 23rd, yeah. Well, they're going to be right. Let's move on then. Bristol City then are going to visit this weekend. Good old buddies, Bristol City, of course. And yeah, this is the first time we've ever said this is going to be third against fifth. Preston Bristol City game. That feels weird. That sentence itself. Right, yeah. Emil's back. Thoughts? What sort of will you be applauding him?
I didn't hate him as much as other fans, but it was quite clear that he wasn't working hard at all in his final couple of months. So, yeah, I'll applaud him, but I will want him to be absolutely dominated by our back line and shut out the game, and in the 45th minute being taken off for someone like Mayulu or Armstrong, just shut him out the game completely, because Bristol City have a great side. For some reason, they went really defensive against Oxford and paid the price for that. And I think if we can capitalise on that, again, score some long shots, because as great as Vitek has been, he looked quite vulnerable, especially with Plachetta's shot. So, yeah, I think we got a good chance of beating Bristol City, 100%, especially if we can keep Emil Riis quiet, because I think the last thing we as a team, as a group, all want is for him to shush the crowd on Saturday.
Yeah, well, he's been used to doing that, of course. Yeah, hasn't he? Even when he scored for you guys, turning to the Lily White faithful and shushing them up. Right, of course, we'll be back next week to look at that. Finally, this week, then we're talking about which one player, Etienne, needs more shout outs than what they've been getting. We've obviously given plaudits to Alfie Devine, so he's banned. We've given Everson his flowers. Who else for you? Last week we talked about Story. He's out. Who for you should be getting more credit?
Paul Valentin, 100%. I've managed to go to a couple of games because I've been in and out of Charnock at the minute, and then even when I've not watched the games in person, I've watched the highlights or watched the full match back. He does not stop working, that boy. He's like, I don't understand how he did not make that Sheffield Wednesday team, especially with the kind of knowledge that Danny Roll had. He always puts in 7 out of 10. He always works hard. He's got pace. He even has that pace in the 90th minute when we need to bomb it down the wing. Yeah, he's just, for a man who, I don't want to be mean to him, he doesn't look like a strong right back or a right wing back. He looks like he kind of not do a great job there. But when he gets on that ball, or when he needs to win a one-on-one, win a duel, he does it every single time without complaint. And yeah, he has gotten a lot of plaudit from the Preston faithful, but I think there's just not enough in terms of like the whole reason why we are playing as we are now, because he has started, I think, every game in the last 4 or 5 games. Yeah, we had a defeat against Portsmouth, but that was a tough away fixture. The rest of him, he's been sensational. I have to tip my hat off for him, because for me, he could end up being a cult hero.
Okay. Let us know in the comments whether you agree or not. Right. Thank you very much, Etienne. I hope the excitement continues as we go through the remainder of this season. Join us on our journey as we review and preview every North End game on Where the Gentry Walk. There's lots of other Preston podcasts you can follow, but we hope you can just squeeze an extra 15 minutes into your listening habits of the week, listening to this lot go on about Preston. Thank you, Etienne. Enjoy the Bristol City game. Be kind to Reece. Don't forget top some important goals. Without him, you might be in a different league. Let's not forget.
I'll try, I can't promise anything.
Okay. See you next week, all. Have a good one.